tradition. Is that the reason for our barrenness? Your Highness, it's high time you check yourself properly than playing the blame game. I guess you take a walk down history lane.
A look at history will gladden my heart. But reality is far from that.
Someday, illusions would fade away and reality would hold sway.
My father had 5 children, all of us boys. I am the only surviving son of my father.
And you grew up lonely, without the love of your parents and the companionship of your siblings. Come on, Your Highness. We've had that story a million times over. And that is not the reason for our childlessness.
Let me speak. I married early in life, as I see marriage and children as a way to regain my childhood. I hate to live in an illusion that looks like reality.
So, Obereri, have you grown wings big enough to fly out of my presence? Oh.
I know you're just as wounded, just as we are. Knowing the genuine expectations for a crown prince. Please, for Briri, let your anger not blaze, please. It's worse to be called barren than a woman who is unable to give birth to a child. After all, it's the gods that gives children.
For how long would the gods allow this misery be my companion?
Your Highness, the gods cannot be questioned. They cannot. They are not like men. I know that in due time, they'll put smiles on our faces. And let's just keep hoping, Your Highness. Let's keep hoping, please. Please.
My elders, the gods have blessed us with a good king, under whose reign Dumoboro has prospered. We have respect and peace among our neighboring villages. The king has given us everything a kingdom requires from its king, except we have waited for many years for the king to present the crown prince.
Yes, as tradition demands, at an event, the king does not produce an heir. It's only the elders that look for another to succeed him.
You are right, my elder. Such search for a successor usually goes beyond the king's household.
Well, it is proper for a people to be concerned about the welfare of their kingdom. Especially in this case, the successor to the throne. But the giver of life has had your request. To him, maybe 20 years is mere 20 days.
Gods of the land, the giver of children, is this as a result of my sins or the sins of my forefathers? For how long will I suffer this deprivation?
Harvest is good this year. It is my sister. At least I can make good money for my crops this year. My sister, me too. At least with the little plot of land that my husband left for me, I will manage what I harvested from it till next season of farm. Next season will be better off. It will. Take care, yeah?
Man is happy. Come on, small thing I've been begging her to give me. Small thing. Happy to you. I will deal with you. I will deal with you, and I will tell you that my name is Amade. Nonsense, Apage. Stressing yourself and working and harvesting alone. Eh? The suffering is too much for you.
Nani, what will I do now? Eh? Ever since my husband died, I have to work hard to be able to feed myself.
My brother. My own brother. Hey, anyway, see, you know my brother has died. Eh? And it's my duty to take care of you. To take care of you so that I'll be helping you. Eh? Take a lucky money manazo. Eh? Take care of you front and back. Eh? That is why we need to be together. Eh?
Nai, Biko. I'd rather be alone than to have anything to do with a womanizer like you.
Hey! Mwa! Womanizer!
In fact, Nai, please go. Let me.
You will give it to me! You give me! Run! You will give it to me! Run! You will give it to me! Nonsense! You will give it to me! It's either you give it to me here or at home. We shall see. Keep running. Keep running now, boy. Where do you think you're going to? Where are you going to?
I'm going to the farm now. I'm coming to weed my grass.
Hey! Weed your grass! Who gave you the permission to even come to say you want to weed your grass?
Hey! Do I need anybody's permission to come and farm in my own farmland?
How long will it take me? No. It will not take me even some seconds. Eh? You're only using this thing to urinate. It's your kotanjara. It's your kore. Give me this thing. Give it to me.
So, now, if I open myself and give to you to enter, your brother's wife, you will enter. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Eh?
Wait! Let brother. And I'm now replacing him. If you don't get out from here now, I will put my hand inside your impioko.
No, I'm not going anywhere. This is my husband's farm, and it's my own. I am not going anywhere.
If you don't get out, I'll put my hand on your impioko now.
No, respect yourself.
I'll put my hand on your impioko.
No, respect yourself. Okay.
I'm warning you. I'm warning you. I'm warning you.
Nah, you're looking at my trouble. You're looking at my trouble.
Okay. Okay.
This man.
Your Highness, may you live long.
Amadi,
may you live long.
You're welcome. It shall be well with you. Judging from the look on your face, one would think you escaped from the claws of a lion.
Your Highness, I came to report a theft.
Theft?
I saw Mekini this morning stealing cassava from Wada's farm.
Amadi, are you sure?
If I'm not sure, why am I reporting her? I am very, very sure I saw her with my two kuro eyes.
The gods forbid. Theft in this community is a very grievous offense. I will have this matter investigated. But you must know that it will take life. Either the life of the offender or that of the false alarmist. I hope you know what you are into.
Easy. I saw her with my two kuro eyes. I saw her.
All right. I'll send for Aso. Let him comment investigation on this matter.
Problem. Let me take my leave. But all I know is I saw her with my eyes.
That's all right.
Alam.
Meke, has he got into this thing?
Walk in.
Mazi! Amadi! Mazi, why are you fighting? What is the problem?
Mazi, I came all the way from my house with this rain just to see you.
Oh no. What is it?
You know my brother is dead.
The death of your brother. It pains me.
It's not even about the death. You know, according to tradition, I will inherit everything.
Including your brother's wife.
Yeah, dear. But you come on, this is
Bano.
Mazi, Mekini don't want to accept me to inherit her. She is closing her mbioko.
I hope you have not asked her in the wrong way.
Mazi, you know I'm a gentleman. I'm very, very gentle in whatever I'm doing. Mazi, point any land of your choice. Any land of any direction of your choice. And I will give it to you. Only on one condition.
I should point to one land. I know that your father have so many land and properties. But asking me to take one land, I don't understand.
You don't. Just point any land of your choice, then I will tell you the condition.
Land. Okay. You see that land at Ukube Junction, the way that lead to the stream. I like that one. I like that
I will give it to you.
You will give it to me.
I will give it to you. Yeah. Mazi, I want to lie against Mekini.
Lie. You know that anyone that lied in this land, there is special punishment for him or her.
And so what?
So why do you want to lie?
Forget the land if you don't want to support me. Forget the land! Forget the land!
I know. That land at Ukube is very, very important.
Then support me.
What do you want me to do for you?
I will lie against her. I'm the one lying. All I want is support me.
You know you're one of the best youths in this land. And you are very, very hard working.
Whatever you want to do with her, do it 10 times.
And you
I will support you.
And you know you're one of the best elder I know I selected that can help me very
yes,
well.
That count on me. Eh?
Yes, Mazi, let's go to your house so that we'll discuss more.
No, dear. Mother.
Yes, Master.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Thanks be to the gods. Are you aware that Menekini went to your farm and harvested big basket of cassavas?
No, I'm not aware.
You are not aware?
No, Master.
Hey, I thought you were aware.
No.
You see? For you to confirm what I have said now, if it is truth or lies, run to your farm. Run and confirm by yourself. No? I'm going to elders meeting, eh? Sorry, people, eh?
How can a Menekini go to my farm and harvest cassava when she have her own farm? I don't think they are saying the truth. Let me go and check.
I overheard your husband discussing with Mazi Amadi that they want to lie against Menekini.
Shit! You overheard what? My own husband?
Yes, I saw him.
Are you sure of what you're saying?
I was there. I heard them. Please, try and stop him when he comes back. That is why I came to tell you. Please.
Thank you very much. I will see him when he comes back. You can go now.
And also good to be...
Nai, where are you coming from? Where are you coming from?
Where I'm coming from?
Where are you coming
from? Of course you should know where I'm coming from. I am coming from elders meeting, from the palace.
Which elders meeting? Which elders meeting, Nai?
You don't know where the elders meeting is again? I say I am coming from the palace. Palace with Igwe.
Did you see Amadi today or not, Nai?
Amadi? I said I am coming from the palace, where the elders and all the youth of this village were on seats discussing about the promotion and progress of our community.
Nai, let me tell you, I don't want to be a widow yet.
Ha.
You know it's against the land. The land of Okporo is against anybody that accuses an innocent soul. Nai, remove your hand from what you and Amadi is planning. I am not with you in this.
Do you know why I listen to you? It is because I love you. If not, why will you be questioning me about who I move with and where I'm coming from? Be very, very careful. If you don't want me to deal with you, I hope my food is ready. I hope my food is ready.
Your food is ready, but I've said my own.
You have said your own.
No, I have said my own, no.
Easy. I greet you. I don't know what Amadi is talking about. I did not steal. Nobody in this village will say that Menekini has taken his or her pin. I am not a thief. Easy, I am innocent.
I expect you to say that. But you need to convince Eze here to make me look as if I am lying. Look at it. Eze, look at it. Look at it.
Wada,
Your Highness.
you are at the center of this confusion.
Yes, Your Highness.
Anybody, permission, including her, to go to your farm and harvest cassava?
No, Eze.
Oh, look at that cassava there. Are they actually from your farm?
Yes, Your Highness.
And you have confirmed that somebody harvested cassava in your farm?
Yes, Your Highness.
So why didn't you report?
I did not know until you sent for me.
Aso,
Your Highness.
I remember that I asked you to investigate this matter.
Yes, I did. I did investigate the matter very well as demanded by you.
So what are your findings?
Your Highness, somebody actually harvested cassava from Wada's farm. But Amadi here said he saw Menikini stealing cassava from the same farm.
Easy. I did not do it. I am innocent. The gods are my witness. I did not do it. Believe me, I did not do it. I'm not a thief. I did not do it.
It is true. The gods are your witness. Honestly, Amadi here is a honest man. He is not part of those youth that make trouble in the village. Yes. So he cannot tell lies.
Your Highness, Amadi is a human, capable of perverting justice. Please, I did not do it. I did not do it, believe me.
You're a thief. We won't know she. I saw you. You won't know she.
The logic in it is that Menikini here has not been able to put up a strong defense apart from, crying a few tears. It's confirmed that cassava was actually stolen from the farm of Nwada. And Amadi here is still insisting that he saw Menikini harvesting in that same farm. I don't think we have any more proof to show that Menikini is guilty as charged.
Your Highness, Amadi is a human, capable of perverting justice. Please, Your Highness, I am innocent. I am not a thief. I did not do it. Please, I did not.
You are a thief. I saw you.
According to our customs and tradition, anybody who is caught stealing will be taken to the evil forest to hang him or herself in that place.
It's true.
So Menikini will pay the ultimate price. Get the youths to take her to the evil forest.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I did not do it. I did not do it. I did not do it. I'm only telling the truth. I'm only telling the truth. I'm only telling the truth. I'm only telling the truth.
He has said the truth. Get up. To the evil forest. Get up. You went to kill me.
I did not do it. I did not do it.
Let's go. To the evil forest.
I did not do it. Yes, I'm innocent. I did not do it.
Nena, I'm tired of this village you are living in.
Don't tell me that you don't know what is happening in this community.
I don't know. Just tell me.
I don't like the way the king is ruling us in this village. The king is so mean and heartless. Why would he pass this sentence on someone that is innocent? Everybody knows in this village that Amadi is a thief and a liar. And still here the king decided to side him.
How dare you talk such about the king? Why should you say something about the king? One day this your mouth will put you in a serious trouble.
I know what I'm saying. The king is heartless. May the gods of our land punish him.
Please, my hands are, I'm not just part of this discussion at all. I'm not part of this discussion, no. May the gods of this land bear me witness. I'm not part of this discussion at all. I'm not just part of this discussion. Excuse me.
Look at her. As big as you are afraid. Fatima. I don't know why you are afraid in this village.
Amadi, you will not leave this room.
My eyes are clean. Look where the eyes. Look. Eze, you're on the throne. Give me that crown. I said, give me that crown. I want to be the next Eze of this kingdom. Oh, you are still wearing this. You see this right I'm wearing? It is nonsense. I am not a madman. But look at you. Everybody in this kingdom, you are all mad. Look at how you behave. Eze, give me that crown. I want to be the next Eze of this kingdom. And I will rule very well. Hey, give me that crown. I don't want this again. I want that white one. Look at. I said, give me that. Give me that. Give me. Look, you are becoming Eze. Oh, for this. Mba, take it. I don't want this again. Look at. See, everybody just walking with the head. Walking with the head. All the elders walking with the head. Amadi, you want me to support you? Now I have supported you. Look at you. Look at you.
You see what I've been saying? That the judgment on American is wrong. Her innocence has come to the limelight. But you were busy arguing with me when I said that this thing is wrong and that she is innocent.
My brother, I was not arguing with you. All I was saying was for us to understand the custom and the tradition of our people. The custom we must definitely abide. The judgment of the king must have to be. If I have been against or contrary to what the custom demands or what the custom says, I would have been affected.
The question I want to ask now, what do we do now in order to appease the land? Because if nothing is done, this thing is likely to extend to future generations. What do we do to stop it?
Now you come. Very simple. You know what we do? We need to go and see the Divya. Let's go and see the mouthpiece of our land. He has something to tell us. It is not in our hand to decide what the gods will decide in this land. It is the gods of the land that they have to decide. Let's go.
Mistake also.
Yes. Strange. Very, very strange. Amadi dead. Aso running mad. Was it a conspiracy? Because of Allah, let it not be multiplied.
Please wake up! Hey! Father, who did this to you? Father! Father! Don't do this to us! Please! Father, please! Oh, Father! How can you die on the throne? It's an abomination! Father, please wake up! Father! Mother, please help! Mother, please! Please don't do this!
20 years gone. I am still living with men in the same house instead of women.
Your Highness, it's all over. At least it's been confirmed that you live with at least a woman in this house.
What is all over?
My instinct tells me I'm carrying a child.
Instincts don't say who is carrying the child. Pregnancy does.
Your Highness, my instinct tells me that I am pregnant. Though it's yet to fail me.
When did your instinct tell you this?
3 months ago.
3 months ago? And you think it's not time enough for me to know?
I wanted to be sure.
So are you sure now?
Yes.
You are pregnant?
Yes.
So the gods that give children, so you finally remembered me. So it's finally over.
It's over, my Highness.
I think I should tell everybody.
No. Don't tell anyone, Your Highness.
Well, in the next couple of months, it's going to be the biggest piece of news in town.
Yes, Your Highness. 2 months.
No, you better be happy. Now, I know I have a son.
A crown prince.
Yes.
And you believed her?
Will she be lying about a thing like that? You don't seem happy.
Yes. I'm not happy because I've always wanted to be the one that will give you the crown prince.
Any child from your womb would have been my first choice for the crown prince. I am the king and I determine who takes over from me.
Thank you, my husband.
You're always welcome.
I am happy now.
Yes, be happy.
Azeru, His Highness said that Rebecca is pregnant. But I know she's lying.
She's not lying, Majesty.
She's not lying? And you knew about it all this while. You didn't tell me?
Her Majesty, you yourself said you don't want her name to be mentioned in your presence anymore.
Hey. So that witch is not lying. So she's not lying. Huh. Hey. But why is she always ahead of me? Why? I hope she dies in that pregnancy.
Your Majesty.
Yes. Let her die. She has to die.
Your Majesty. You are also pregnant.
How dare you?
Forgive me, Your Majesty. I might be your maid, but I see forces of the things we say. My duty is to protect you, even from yourself. Forgive me, Your Majesty.
How dare you talk to Her Majesty in that manner?
I couldn't say the truth to whomever that needs it.
Your Highness, smiles have long deserted your face. Can you tell me the reason for his sudden appearance?
Smiles are enemies to sadness. His true companion.
Your Highness.
Yes.
What makes you happy?
Well, the happiness of a man comes from within, from the stomach.
Okay. Your food is ready.
Unfortunately, my bowl is not big enough to take 2 minutes at a time.
But it's my turn to cook for you.
Well, my dear, at your pace, I will be famished if I wait for turns.
So, has it come to competition?
Oh, my dear, see, a good woman competes to make her husband happy and comfortable, even the circumstance of usurpation.
Your Highness,
yes.
Do not trouble your heart, else you scare our visitors away. And can you tell me why you visit?
What visit I talking about?
The smile on your face.
Well, like I said, it comes from, general well-being. From, when you are happy inside, it shows on your face.
I know.
That's the way it is.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Greetings, my king. You have so much in your hands to do that to come here and say greetings. What is it?
Your Majesty, you've been too busy with the kingdom affairs. It is of no surprise that you might be the least to know things about yourself.
Well, yes, that is a little price to pay for kingship. Go and call me up here.
Okay, Your Majesty.
Bodo, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, Saruchi. For all it's worth, we have to think alike.
The problem is, how do we find out?
That is true. We have to go and see.
I think we need to go.
Of course, let's just go.
Did the king send for me?
Yes, my queen. But my queen, there's something else.
What?
Yeah, he also told us the good news, so we're here to congratulate you.
So he has told you that I'm about to give the kingdom the much awaited crown prince. I'm glad. And my rightful place will now be given to me in the palace.
Congratulations. Congratulations, my
Thank you so much. I'll tell the king that I'll soon be there.
There's something in my queen. We'll have to be on our way now.
Okay.
Okay, man.
Thank you. My waist!
What's wrong?
The queen is okay. My waist!
What are you doing about it?
My waist!
It's Her Majesty. She's in pain. Where is Neme? Do you need to be reminded before you know what to do? No, Your Majesty. Then go ahead and do it fast. It will be too late. I would rather take her there. Do that fast.
Sorry, my queen. Wait.
Manage her to the place.
Get the seat.
Come and help us.
Nana. Wait. Hey. This be labor.
No, it couldn't be. You are barely 7 months. And I see sign of miscarriage.
My waist.
for not to worry. You're in good hands.
God forbid. Oh, God forbid I should have a miscarriage.
We need to stop the bleeding as quick as possible.
Nene, please do something. Do something.
It's okay.
And save the prince.
It's okay.
He's going. He's the crown prince. He's the heir apparent. Nothing must happen to my baby.
My queen, you should be talking about your safety. Eh? You are bleeding so much. Besides, she might as well be a princess.
You have to do something. You have to do something.
Okay, you'll be fine.
The gods of our land, the giver and the sustainer of life, please have mercy on your servants. Forgive our ignorance and restore the innocent life of our prince. You have to do something.
It's okay.
Take her inside.
Take it easy.
Nene, you're near the palace right now. The king's first wife is in labor.
No, I can't go. As you can see, her condition is critical.
Let me go. His first wife is in labor. Let me go. I know what to do.
She's aging.
I know.
There could be a complication.
I know.
Okay.
Take me inside.
Let's go. Sorry, my
Your Highness, in the ghost, go in and see your prince. Go in and see your prince.
Go and check how Obrede is doing.
Yes, Your Highness.
You have a baby boy now. I guess he's in a hurry to see the world. But I don't know how she did it. I think your maid performed a miracle. Everything that has to do about your delivery, I cannot explain.
Yegam is neither a miracle worker or a midwife. If she were, I wouldn't come to you.
Strange things still happen.
Can I have my baby? Can I feel him?
Not yet, Your Majesty. He is sleeping. Besides, you need to rest after all you went through.
Does he look frail?
Your guess is as good as mine. But he came two months too early.
I am happy. I am so happy because I fulfilled my dream and obligation of giving my husband, the king, a first son. Oh yes, I gave him his first son, heir apparent
to the throne. Not too sure about that, Your Majesty. While you're battling with life, she's battling with level. Her son came first.
No! No!
Your Majesty.
It can't be.
Her Majesty. Her Majesty. Her Majesty. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. Wake up. Oh. Thank God you're back.
My son. My son is the heir apparent to the throne. My son is the first son.
It's okay. You need to rest. Eh? Yes. Ah.
Your Highness, you have 2 sons. Who amongst them is senior?
But we know who is the senior.
So, which of them is more suited for kingship?
The kingship will only pass to the second son if the first son is found wanting or dies before coronation.
Or it is the exclusive reserve of the king to name his successor.
Yes, but he must choose wisely. A bad king makes a bad kingdom.
In that case, make Ezebonwo, my son, the next king. He will make a great ruler.
Don't you think that Eze will be too frail in mind and strength to give what kingship demands?
Yet, you call him Eze. Make this premature kid king.
That will make me unjust. You create war in the kingdom, create rebellion against brothers, ignite war between brothers.
Love itself is unjust. It treats truths. It ignites war. Yet it conquers all.
So what is your point?
My point is, if you truly love me, nothing is impossible. I have always dreamt of giving you the crown prince. And that is what I have trained Ezebonwo to be, a great ruler. Nothing will make me happier and more fulfilled. Please, love. Please, my love. Do this for me. Do this for your son. Your flesh and your blood. Hmm?
Oh, Saruchi.
Yes, my king.
This discussion never took place.
Yes, my king.
Ezebonwo. Osaruchi wants to teach me how to use the sword. Why don't you go with us?
I don't need such useless lessons.
Why?
Because I'm the prince.
Am I not a prince as well? That is the one reason we should learn the rudiments of self-defense.
Self-defense. From who or what? Listen, I am the crown prince of this kingdom. Such lessons are made for ordinary people like you, my brother.
Crown prince? Who told you?
My mother. Because I am the first son of my father.
First? You are not the first son.
Secondly, why banter over a position that will take several years to be made vacant? At the meantime, we need to learn the ropes of leadership. It will.
Not you and I. No matter how many decades it will take for me to emerge as the king of this kingdom. But when I do, I shall have people to protect me. So why waste my precious time learning how to use this sword? It's useless to me. My prince, I can see you're learning very fast. I don't envy your position. Some get what they want very easy. The others need to fight for it before they get it.
I need you more to unravel the mysteries to me.
I can see, yeah. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Let's go.
Wait, young lady. Thank you. Can I have a word with you?
Yes.
May I know your name?
Oroma, the daughter of Manoye.
You mean Manoye, huh? My name is Mano Chimso, but you can call me Mano Chim.
I know you. Who doesn't know the king's ever humble second son?
Thanks for the flattery. But for the records, I am the king's first son. But I did not call you here to discuss the ages of the king's household.
What could royalty want from a commoner?
It takes commoners to be made royalty, and none is less important. Young maiden, there comes a time in a man's life when he realizes that despite the manifolds of friends, foes and people he has, he is still lonely. I never realized how lonely I've been until this moment.
And they never realize what honor it is to be taught by a prince. So what's the topic, teacher?
I am lonely without you.
Lies will only keep you lonely.
I do not tell lies.
Then, what else? What could that be? You just met me, and you're lonely without me.
It is called love at first sight.
Royalty don't fall in love at first sight. Least of all on the road. It programs him to only love his betrothed, that I'm sure I'm not.
I am not programmable. I am different.
You are a prince, and I'm not a princess. That's the difference. It is not proper to profess love to me. A man met a girl he wanted to marry, and she was so unattractive and was valued at 3 cows. Where cows were used for a bride price. And the number of cows determined by the beauty of the bride. He offers to pay 20. I want my wife to work 20 cows. And he said, 2 years after, people couldn't believe the transformation. She came to be with 20 cows. And now, everybody wanted her. But it was too late. Royals are born. But 2 years is not enough for you to make me your princess.
You are a princess when you marry a prince, and no societal prejudice can term that inappropriate. It was nice knowing you.
You're back.
Yes, Mom. Mother, I met someone.
You did?
A beautiful maiden. Her name is Oromam, daughter of Manoye. Ever heard of her?
No. Where is she from?
She's from this kingdom, of course.
Nwabueze here.
Yes.
You know, Nwabueze is an autonomous community, and I don't know everybody.
Wait until you see her.
So when are you bringing her?
He who wants the visit of the lizard must first bring ant-infested firewood.
You have started talking like your father. Manu Chin, Idialamo. Manu Chin. Eh? Okay. I will wait. I will wait. May God be praised.
Yeah. Mother, I beg to take my leave.
You're welcome, my son.
Prince, I went to provide treatment for my son. He had convulsion.
You must be stupid. You must be senseless. Is that a good reason for you to stay off duty? Do I need to remind you that this palace requires all-round security and protection day in, day out?
My prince, unless the gods watches over the palace, the guards pass sleepless nights in vain.
You must be stupid. What are you being paid for? Now, remind me to demand of your dismissal from the king, because no one will pay you for a job being done by the gods. My father is a lenient king, and I hate him for that. sorry, my prince.
I'm sorry. Rumoboro will be doomed to have a king like this.
Not on his life. He is the second in line.
Against the dictates of our custom, he will be named the crown prince. Come the day of introduction.
Don't speak sacrilege.
Somebody has perfected the plans to play the gods.
The gods are not asleep.
Fools think he is. There is something I've not told you. Nor anyone. Because the king made me swear an oath of secrecy.
You? Saruchi, we have to tell.
No. I promised the Highness not to tell anybody.
But you broke that promise when you told me. Eh? The introduction is just by the corner. We have to save him the trauma of shock.
Manuchi deserves more than such humiliation. Though telling him on time will serve us, will act as palliant.
I only fear we don't provoke that which we have tried so hard to prevent.
Manuchim is reasonable. He is level-headed. He will understand, though disappointed.
It's a marvel how you've been able to keep this to yourself for this while. Your loyalty has kept the palace in one piece.
I'll take that as a compliment.
So, what did she say?
She said she would love to meet you.
Not now. I have to convince myself. I would have still loved you if you were not the crown prince.
Well, I am a prince that learned from the high and low. So I have a better understanding of the people. And that makes me one of them. Not necessarily better than them.
I never stopped wondering what kind of king you would have been.
And I'll never stop wondering what kind of wife you would be. You risk my hatred.
I crave for a husband, not the people's king.
My prince, we are very sorry to intrude, but we have something very important to tell you.
Greetings.
Greetings, young lady.
Greetings, young lady.
This is the young maiden I told you about. Oro, these are the people that taught me almost everything I need to know to save myself from impending danger.
Good to see you. I have to thank you for making a noble man out of him.
We are honored.
Yeah, I honor.
I beg to take my leave now. I live in a good house.
I am so blessed to have these three wonderful beings around me. Go well, my love. I'll see you later.
Go well, young lady.
Thank you.
Go well, young lady.
Oh, there's nothing wrong in the palace.
My prince, something is about to go wrong. What will happen if you're not made the crown prince?
Nothing.
My prince, what do you mean by that word, nothing?
I have always expected that to happen. Knowing the circumstances around the palace. That my father always favored my stepmother over my mother. And might likely give what is rightfully mine to my younger brother Isabel. I have been worried about that. Not until a moment ago.
And what happened a moment ago?
The young maiden that just left here has helped me make a decision. I think she was sent by the gods to avert a great tragedy. Look, Osarachi, I keep wondering and using the skills you taught me to implement it in the palace, but that will spill a royal blood, which I don't want that to happen, because there will be cries and cries in the palace. Rumor will be mocked by all the nations. But on the other note, I have thought about the noble virtues you, Bodo, Osauchi, and my mother has taught. And I have chosen good over evil. Kingship does not matter to me any longer. What matters so much is the people around me. I will go by the decision of my father. For the ways of the gods are not the ways of men.
My Highness, we shall stand with you.
We are sorry.
I am very happy that tomorrow Mano Chimso will be pronounced crown prince before the sun sets.
Ngozi, mind what you say.
How do you mean?
Why will Mano Chimso be pronounced a crown prince? He's not the first son.
Look at what you're saying.
Who doesn't know that?
Anyway, tomorrow we'll tell.
The time has come for the purpose for which we are gathered here today. We are going to present the crown prince of this kingdom to the people. I hereby present Mano Chimso, my first son, and Ezebunwo, my second son. In the culture of the land, the crown prince is always the first son of the family. But this has always left us in the hands of bad rulers. Having consulted the oracle, the gods of the land, it was revealed to me that Ezebunwo is going to be the crown prince of I hereby pronounce him the crown prince. Yes.
Oh, it's not right.
Congratulations, my son. I know you will make it. I knew it.
Thank you, mother. You know, with all you taught me, I knew I would be king. So I owe it all to you. But mother, why did father say that
Manuchi is the first son. You have always told me I am.
My son, that was politics. Your father said that to placate your brother Manuchi. But not to worry. After all, you are now the crown prince of the kingdom.
What does he have to pacify Manuchi?
Every good ruler has to lie to the people once in a while. For you to be a good ruler, you have to also be a good liar.
Do you think Manuchi will lie low and pretend nothing happened?
Then you plan ahead and kill him. Oh yes, kill your enemy before they get close to killing you. So, my son is now the crown prince, and I am so happy.
Thank you.
Yes, I knew you were going to make
the cap
it.
fits my head.
Very well so. You're born
this
to
is
be
a real weapon of war.
You can say that again, my son.
I know your father hates me. But he did a good job by pretending to love you all along.
He acknowledged before everyone that I am the first son, and that settles a lot. I also support his decision and idea that the most deserving head wears the crown, and not by the virtue of being the first son.
He does not deserve the crown. He is not deserving of the crown. He doesn't.
It takes time to prove that. In time we shall know if the decision of the king was made by wisdom and if his idea was guided by the gods. The gods do not lie.
I cannot wait for the gods. I cannot wait for the gods to say the truth. Let them say the truth. My spirit is out of this palace. I want to go. I want to leave this place. I'm tired.
It's okay, mother, it's okay. Look, we shall leave Romokoro and the palace together. The king publicly declared me the first son before everyone. And Isebongo may feel threatened and will want to conjure evil against me.
Budu and I are coming with you, my prince. I will inform him immediately I leave your presence, my prince.
What happens to your family?
They are also coming with us too. We will no more serve under the king that betrays his own and his kingdom.
The ways of the gods differ from the ways of men. The gods can never lie. Your Highness, may you live long.
Welcome.
Your Highness, I support your decision that the most deserving head wears the crown, not merely the older.
I should not be mocked by your sarcasm.
The king cannot be mocked. He is spotless.
How is your mother?
She is in shock. She has not come in terms with yesterday.
Then I must go see her right away.
No, she does not wish to see you.
You don't speak for her. She's my wife.
Not until you took a second wife and made her your only wife. And for your notice, she is my mother.
You accuse me?
No, Your Highness. I came to inform you that I will be leaving Romokoro.
You don't have reasons to.
I have a reason to do so.
Yesterday you acknowledged me before everyone as your first son. I am so honored by that, and I thank you. But that would rather put me in danger of the would-be king.
That was the bidding of the gods. I had no choice.
No, Your Highness, you had a choice. Hers. She's the one whose bidding will be done.
I wouldn't have you insult my wife.
And I wouldn't like my blood to be used to justify their kingship. Likewise, my mother.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty, I have served you over years faithfully. I think the time has come when I should leave and find another life somewhere. Not when your protege is now the crown prince. Why do you want to forfeit the reward for your labor? Why? Your Majesty, I've got all I could need from the royal family. Manu Chinso needs me now, and I live with him when the time comes. What treachery! Your mother will turn in her grave to hear this. She served me faithfully and so implanted you to succeed her. Why do you want to spoil everything? What is more treacherous? To take something that belongs to another person. In case you don't know, the dead are conscious of nothing. I will come back to you.
No, my daughter, I can't have you leave this land because he decides to run away.
Mother, please. My heart belongs to him, and wherever he is, I will not survive without him. Mother, he said you love him. Prove it. He will die without me.
Talk sense into him. He should be brave, face his challenge, not to cowardly run away because he's facing challenges. If he was made the crown prince, would he have left the throne because he's facing challenges?
Mother, please stop saying this. He's not coward. He's only the living that can fight and die. If you die fighting, you become a war victim.
Daughter, if he dies, who will defend you? Who will be there for you?
I will be happy if I die with him.
I think this conversation is over.
No, Mother. Mother will go with her. Mother will protect her. Why don't you listen to her, Mother?
Who has made my children mine? Who have I offended?
Mother, you don't expect us to leave her in the hands of a stranger.
He's no stranger. I'm safe with him.
Shut up, silly girl.
I will stake my life for her, Mother, and I will protect her.
You?
Yes.
What is wrong with
You
this
are my
children?
only sister. Just give me the chance to protect you, and I will do that. Mother, listen to her.
Your Highness, I would like to follow you wherever you go.
You are our most trusted servant. Think about it.
Thank you for reminding me, but I have thought about that already. Your Highness, I beg to take my leave now.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Oh, Saruchi.
Listen to her, Mamachi. Not everyone knows her. But I do.
Finally, I have come to conclusion. To let go or not? To let go.
Mother, thank you so much. Thank you. At least for the happiness of all of us. Mother, I promise not to happen to her. Thank you very much, Mother. Thank you.
My son, we are with you.
Who are you and where do you come from?
You have decided to make journey to your maternal home. We have our messenger amongst you. She would be our eyes and our mouthpiece.
And how do I know who this person is?
You already know her.
Is lighter when shared. You look troubled, my king. Can I share your worries?
Love is unjust. It has twisted and conquered me, just like you rightly predicted.
There is nothing wrong in making your son the next king. It is only natural.
The kingdom is divided against me. All my loyal guards, who have been with me long before I married you, have all deserted me. Now that is what is unnatural.
Well, friends come and friends go. There is time for everything.
Well, you have been my friend for so many years. Now I think it is time you left. You are not to come into my presence unless on my request.
That can't possibly be, Your Highness. Yesterday and today are too close to become enemies.
Not when Ezebunwo and Manuchima are enemies. Guards,
yes, Your Highness.
From today onwards, my second wife here is not to be led into my presence unless I give specific orders.
My sister, what really happened? Your face, there is no joy. What happened?
His Highness, my husband, denied Manuchim, my son, his right as the first son and the crown as well. And it became so unbearable for us. I am Manuchim's son. So
we decided to leave the palace so that peace can reign.
That's very bad of you. Very bad. But
Chimbom, that is why we came to you. Please accept us. You are the only one I can run to.
Don't even ask of you 2 times. This is your home. You are welcome all the time.
I know I can always count on you.
Why are we sister now?
Thank you.
My prince, my queen.
What is wrong with him?
My prince, the king is in shock. Oh yes, he got war in his heart.
But he's supposed to be at peace. He has governed his people well. He has given them the much desired crown prince, which appeared elusive. Yes. So what else does the king want?
My queen, he probably has less to share lately. Oh yes, he needs to be comfortable as possible. Buy him peace of mind, if you can. I may take my leave now. You could take from there.
Mother, what does that mean?
Whatever he means.
Mother, if Monachim feels he has been cheated out of his birthright, then one day he will come back to claim what he thinks rightfully belongs to him.
I know he has gone to plan evil against you.
You don't think I won't bend to his sticks, right? Do you?
A good soldier, my son, doesn't wait for the enemy to strike. He takes the war to him. Attack is the best form of defense.
Where do I stand?
Tell the elders of your father's illness, and I will make them install you as king at once. There shall be no vacuum.
Thank you. What would I have done without you?
Anything for you, my son. Anything. The king is very sick and he may not survive. I want Ezebunwa, my son, installed as king at once.
My ever ambitious sister, why trouble the moonlight?
Manuchim left the palace because he couldn't stand to see his younger brother installed king in his place. You don't think he has gone to plan evil, do you?
Manuchim doesn't look to me as troublesome. Besides, there are procedures to follow for what you are asking for.
Baramu,
sister.
There were procedures before you were made an elder in the council. I proved them to have you there.
has come to the knowledge of His Royal Highness that Maruchim and his followers are planning an attack. And that makes them an enemies of this land. It is our duty to protect this land with our lives and any aggression against our people.
So?
Because it involves a royal blood. This must be a top secret. Nobody knows about this mission. Not even the elders.
Not even the elders?
So consider yourselves trusted indigenous whom the king-elect placed much confidence in. Am I understood?
Yes, Obonda.
What should we do? We have run out of food and water, and we have been 3 days away from home. How do we cope?
We vow with our lives to protect our people. Our word is our bond.
Now shield the machete and listen. It is our duty to protect Moporo. And Monochi must be found before we get ourselves destroyed, even our land. Of course, you all know we saw an oath to protect our land and our people. To retreat is to no surrender.
And that we must do.
Let's go!
Your Highness, the head of the Royal Guard requests audience with you.
Your Highness.
Welcome, Obimba. What news did you bring?
You may order for my execution, Your Highness. For I have failed in my task to find and eliminate Manuchim.
How possibly could you have failed?
I left Moporo, Your Highness, with the best of my men. We have searched for 3 days until we ran out of food and water. In order not to lose my men on the account of hunger and exhaustion, I decided to return with them so we can replenish and launch a bigger search. If it so pleases you, Your Highness, I shall take full responsibility of our failure, Your Highness.
How possibly could you have failed?
you live long, Your Highness.
Excuse us.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Sit, son. Sit down. You look troubled.
Mother, what do we do now? The warriors are back without finding manager.
We must find him. But first of all, let us concentrate on the coronation. Later we can plan the next move. Is that okay?
That is why you're my mother. Thank you.
Welcome.
I am hungry now.
Oh, okay. Then we'll get your food.
Thank you.
We need to get a large army. How do we go about it?
My prince, maybe we need some mercenaries.
Bodo, you and Osarchi should know better than anyone else.
Your Highness, I think we will get them at Rumono village.
You will not need to do that. For the gods has been our helper.
Can we squeeze water out of rock?
If only we have faith.
But they are coming with a large number of warriors.
Ill faith. We'll be waiting for them. Is there a respite in sight? There will always be. I am happy you came with us. You are a comfort to us all. We shall be going back to Rumokboro in no time. And the Manuchin soon will take back what belongs to him. And order shall be restored. That will be when Ezeburo is dead. I don't wish dead, but my debtor, he has to live to pay me. Talk to me, how is it?
My queen, I have tried my best. But the nature made all my effort look as if it's an inferior one.
This, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Talk to me.
We have lost him. He has just joined his ancestors. The sun has set over all. What a great loss. Like, Please go and help Ezebunwa inside so that not kill himself with pride. Eh?
My God, my king.
Ale diwala, mo diwala like.
Will you leave me without saying even goodbye? Why? Oh!
Your Highness, this visit is pregnant. How is your father? He died moments ago. Your father was a great man. May he rest peacefully with his ancestors. And may the gods accept his soul. I will arrange a meeting with the elders. I am confused. I don't know what to do. Don't allow anybody hear you say such a thing. You are now the king of this land. Don't allow fear to take over you. I will see to it that you are installed immediately as the king.
Thank you, Uncle. I will not fail.
Thank you.
Let me take my
Prepare to go back to Rumokboro. Ezebunwa is not capable of what lies ahead.
I feel so sad. I feel grief for his demise. I do not wish my father dead. I only wish for a simple and better life for I and Oroma. But if it's the will of the gods, who are we to question the gods? So be it.
Your father was a good man, and he will always be remembered as that. But his only fault was allowing himself to be influenced by a woman.
My prince, I've never had any regrets for my service to him. Even though he is king, he treated us like friends. It's quite unfortunate that I couldn't pay my last respect to him.
You can go and pay him your last respect, if you so wish.
Not when Ezebunwa, he sent them some warriors after us.
Oh, Saruchi, for the records, you did not pay respect to the dead.
My prince, who has been teaching you all this?
As a prince, he is meant to know the tradition of the land.
Mami Chin, you know you are all that I have. Don't kill me with your death. Stay here and live for me, please. Mami Chin, please don't go. Mother, you have always wanted me to be king. What kind of a king do you want me to be? A coward that hides under his mother's apron at any indication of danger? A king should be capable of protecting and defending his people. And when he does that, he will be his mother's pride. My name is Manu Chinso. The gods are with me. Please, let's go. Please. Please. Please don't go.
not be troubled. Queen Mother, our gods are capable of saving him.
No! 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 No!
I pray for your safety.
Yekam has assured me of that.
Do not put your trust in nobles. Rather make gods of her.
She walks with the gods. She speaks their mind, my love.
Suppose anything happens.
Suppose something happens.
You have doubts. They are genuine. What do you want?
I want to make Oroma my wife.
That is great. You both have come of age. That will be when you return.
Suppose something happened.
You don't continue to doubt the ability of the gods, making sure nothing happens.
Let me just say I need a double assurance. Please forgive me for being skeptic.
It is natural with carnality. You can't afford the luxury of wedding now. The date of your departure has been set.
I know, but everything has been put to place. A date can be changed. Maybe we shift our heads a day or two.
Marriage is an important institution. So dear in our hearts as a people that cannot be hurried or conducted in a wave of hands. A lot of thought and physical commitment is invested. It gives us a character.
I know that this is very important, but my mind is made up already. Let us begin, and everything will naturally fall into place.
You are a prince, about to be king. How can you wed in a place like this?
Royalty is a thing of the mind. What matters most is what we share. We love each other.
Her parents are not here. You give her away.
Nwachuku here will give Oroma hand out in marriage.
Him? You make me laugh. Is he a baby?
He is the only family member remaining.
Was that the reason why you brought him here in the first place?
The gods are wise in their own way. The gods has been faithful. They guide us ahead of time.
Why do you need this marriage that cannot wait?
Mouthpiece of the gods. We are on a war mission. In case of eventuality, I will die a married man. To the woman of my dreams. That is a great milestone. And Oroma will be accorded the respect she deserves as a wife to the man who would have been king of Umoboro Kingdom.
You will be the king, and she will be the queen.
Umoboro had fallen. The land is mourning. I call upon Ezebonwo to tell us what happened to his father.
Elders,
Prince.
My father is dead. I am now the new king.
What did I hear you say now? That you are the new king. You are not the king. You are the crown prince. That we know. You only become the king after the coronation.
Then what is holding the coronation?
Ezebumo, the coronation comes immediately after the burial of your father.
Let's bury him. Bury him? Ezebumo, your father is the king of this community. In fact, the #1 citizen of this community. And must be buried as one. Huh? And besides, we have our tradition.
We are here to discuss his burial. Has wars been sent to Manchim, the first son of His Royal Highness, yet?
I sent my warriors to go and look for him. And after 7 days they returned and said they couldn't find him.
Ezebumo, you are guards and not messengers. Why you are guards? And besides, it's not up to 7 days your father died. Ezebumo, what did you send them to do?
That is in the past. Ezebumo, send messengers to get him. He must be here before the burial of your father.
Why? Why? Because he is the first son of the king. And he must be present before the king is buried. Until then, nothing will happen.
Who are you?
I'm a chief in this community.
Ezebumo!
Our people say that when a son raises his father up, dust will cover his eyes.
Let him go!
Greetings, Your Highness. Greetings, elders of our land. I, Prince Manu Chimso, left my lovely home and people for peace and tranquility to reign in our kingdom. But today, I see peace in sight. But I'm not here for war. But I'm here to grieve. To grieve for the loss of my father, the great king. The great Iroko has fallen. But kings do not die. They transit to embrace a higher mandate. May the gods of Rumoporo accept his soul. Uchebulerum Nantawele. Leraya Ibazura Bazu Ebobado Imesre Hirike Gurumeka Yigamdian.
Let the burial rite begin.
Odo Osaroche, come. I hate you both.
Tell the chief maiden to prepare onubu soup for the king. Let her use the grass cutter by the fireplace.
Okay, Your Majesty.
He is back. What do we do?
It's easy. Now we have him within our grips.
Then he shall be dead tonight.
No. Don't be in haste, my son. Else you ruffle feathers. You don't have the answers that will follow the questions. Don't you worry. He will soon be leaving. So get your men and wait for him.
Mother, if you were a man, you would be king.
Learn to be the king, because I shall not always be here. A king should be able to make decisions and make it count.
Welcome. I am the happiest man today. As you can see, I am very, very happy.
This one is smiling coming back home. How was today's meeting?
Manu Chimso was in the palace today. Finally, he has given his permission for the Igwe to be buried.
Abomination.
What is wrong with you? Don't you know that immediately after the burial of the Igwe, Ezebunwa will be made the king?
Nani, is that the reason for your happiness?
Hey!
Finally, you have succeeded with your plans.
Hey!
This is not good.
Amadioha has possessed you with all the gods in this land. You cannot differentiate good from bad. Don't you know that if Ezebunwa is made the king of this land, that we stand to benefit a lot? What is wrong with you?
I'm not interested.
Hey! In fact, I am disappointed. I am disappointed because you don't know anything. You don't know anything. You don't know anything.
Greetings, Your Highness. You sent for me.
Yes. Guess why?
Him? He must not leave Rumoboro alive. Him and all that came with him. Watch him until he leaves the outskirts of this kingdom.
It shall be done, Your Highness. This time I will lead the operation myself.
Make sure you don't fail this time.
Never, Your Highness. Suppose we track them to the base and launch a surprising attack. Then put a stop to all this.
You have a better judgment in warfare than I do.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I know you are all worried over our men's welfare. Do not lose sweat. They are on their way back. The king is buried.
All thanks to the gods.
The gods have been gracious to us.
Certainly they are.
But our men are being followed. Have no fear. The leg of the gods. Move faster.
And we are that way.
I hope he doesn't fail again.
Mother, he is a well-skilled warrior.
Oh, he failed before.
Don't forget him, he's human.
You will never become king as long as Manuchim lives.
And he will never live to stop me from being king. Trust your son.
This is where they pass the night. Yeah? Yes. Confirm it. We are lost. The track. That means we're going to pass the night here. Yes. Position.
Greetings, Your Highness.
Greetings, Obunda. How did it go?
We now know where they are, Your Highness. We wait for your command so we can finish them all.
Excellent. I hope they had no idea they were followed.
No, Your Highness. I employed a good tracker who did a very good job of concealment.
You can take a week off, go and rest. After then, prepare your men for war.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I shall go with you to witness the victory myself.
May you live long, Your Highness.
Yes. Mother, Obunda have got a good news.
That's good to know. Now your fears will soon be over.
That will be in a week's time. And I shall be there myself to make sure nothing goes wrong.
No, you don't have to be there. You are not the king. Your words should do more than your actions.
But I want to see their faces as they die. And I want to tell Manu Chimso that even though Father declared him the elder, I am still the first son. I want to witness my glory over him.
No, Izim. It is not safe for you to go.
I have strong army, mother. They are too feeble to hurt a fly. Not let alone a would-be king like me.
Kings don't go to war. Warriors do. By the way, when did you stop listening to your mother?
Mother, you said a king should be able to make a decision and stand by it. He should make it count. That is what I am doing.
In that case, I'll go with you. We are in this together.
Your Highness, our enemy will be visiting in a week's time. We have to prepare for a welcome party.
We have to know the time of their arrival. I have to make ambush for them. I would love to catch Izebonwo alive.
We shall be ready for them if precisely we know when they will arrive.
The gods will reveal to us in due time. It's their war after all.
A week is enough for us to be prepared. We already know the direction they will enter. The advantage we have is that
They did not know that we were already expecting them.
Are our arsenals ready?
Yes, of course.
We are on a mission to stop every threat. On for a peaceful existence. We also want an oath to protect this land with our blood. That's the real privilege. We never made an attempt and failed because we went on a wild goose chase. This time, we now know where our enemy lives. We have one advantage because they don't know that we are coming. So they are least prepared. And when we take no prisoner, when we get there, let's go.
They will be here in the next 4 days.
High Priestess, we are ready for them.
Bodo, just as the prince said, you can capture them without spilling blood.
Osaruchi, you can't go to war without spilling blood.
Not when the war is against your own. These are innocent citizens of Rumoboro. And moreover, they think they are doing service for their fatherland.
But there is a way. There has to be a way.
We can disarm them while they are asleep.
And what if they wake up?
Bodo, there's a mixture of which, if mixed properly and the smoke is inhaled, can make a man sleep as in bed. If we know where they camp before they get to us, we can make them inhale the smoke while sleeping.
So how do we get it?
I know the ingredients.
How do we get
I'll get it.
I'm coming with you.
No. You don't have to come with me. It's a family secret.
But we're family now, Saruchi.
Yes, we are family. But I will only hand it over to my son. Because if I don't do that, I'll be breaking the family oath.
Okay. I won't let you break an oath because of him.
Let me see if I can get the mixture.
Okay. Saruchi,
I'm back.
You stayed too long.
Yes, because I had to look for the proper mixture.
Yeah. Where is it?
There is it.
So, how does it work?
Immediately you blow it, wherever the enemy is relaxing, it becomes of effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what happens to the person blowing it? Won't he also fall asleep?
No, though it can induce sleep on the person. But because we are walking around, it cannot affect us.
Okay, just keep it safe, eh? We'll use it when necessary.
Let me show you.
Osaruchi.
Don't worry, you're my man.
Osaruchi.
Don't be afraid.
Please don't try this next time. I will see you later, okay? This thing is
You're a strong man.
the opportunity to execute you and cut off your head. But you are only a messenger. I had the opportunity to execute you and cut off your head. But you are only a messenger. We cannot go back without your head on the tray. That's the one will kill us all. My father was manipulated by Ezebon's mother and they gave him the crown. I left everything. I have my great Nwabueze kingdom and he still wants my head. Why? Why, Ezebon? Because you plan to launch an attack on Nwabueze. That makes you an enemy of state. Who is the real enemy of state? My younger brother that plans to kill me, even when they have declared him the crown prince of Nwabueze. Who is the real enemy of state? Join forces with me, Obunda. Or you live or die! You have a chance to kill us when you wanted, but you did not. That shows whom you are. You are in charge of our arsenal now. We were misled by Princess Ebonwa. And I and my warriors were pledged full allegiance to join you, Your Highness.
Yes! It is our duty to protect you as the next paramount ruler of Ogboro Kingdom.
Untie them!
Your Highness, untie them?
Your Highness, supposing they attack us. They have joined forces with us. This is our humble abode. This is where we live now. We choose to live a peaceful life. But Ezebonwa, my younger brother, will not let us do so.
Your Highness, you must prepare for war.
Ezebonwa has taught me that. Let me introduce to us. This is Yegam, our new priestess.
You're all welcome.
Thank you. This is not the ordinary Yegam you used to know. She has been so supportive to us, and that is why we are here today.
This place is full of surprises. But Ezebonwa will be more surprised. Who will finally take over Nwabueze?
Mother, these are the warriors who have been expected.
My children.
You're all welcome.
Thank you, Your Highness.
I know you must be hungry after a long journey. Oroma.
Mother.
Please go and prepare something for them to eat.
Yes, Mother.
We are no more visitors now, but part of you, my queen. And together, we shall reinstate Manuchim as the king of Nwabueze. Warriors, come to think of these are the people who have come to intimidate.
Yes, Obunda. It is all strange to me.
It's more strange to imagine how they tied all of us up without waking up.
Because it was a very long day and we all were very tired. I believe that was the reason why they tied us up without our notice.
We are trained warriors, for God's sake.
Oh, come on. These are stories of yesterday and not for today. Of course, we all know we are trained warriors. We have already joined them, and that is it.
Yes, we are. But strange things happen.
Of course. Strange things do happen.
We kept follow Okpoko, then passed by Milirumo Crochet.
Obo. Greetings, Your Highness. Obo, please tell us, what is the strength of Ezebonwa's army?
And how battle ready is he?
We have some men left in Nwabueze. Half of them stand around the palace to be replaced the next day.
But my father, the late king, does not need much men to guide him.
Ezebonwa is afraid. Yes.
If only we can overpower them, we will take Ezebonwa hostage.
Yes.
Your Highness, we will attack by nightfall. I think we need some rest now.
what is really wrong with my sister. She should know that there are procedures that must be followed before her son is made the king. Come to think of it.
There were procedures before you were made elder in the council, and I broke them.
Well, I don't have any choice here. My sister has done a lot for me. I must stand by her to make sure that Ezebunwa is installed as the king.
So, any news of your men yet?
Mother, I am sure by tomorrow they will come back with good news.
Elders have fixed the date for your coronation.
Uncle, I am anxious.
3 market days from now, it is going to be memorable. How ready are you?
Uncle, I can't wait. I can't wait!
It's more than ready.
Mother, I owe it all to you.
Mother is a lioness. You don't expect less. Hey.
Yes,
So
I am going to be king!
Good news.
Good news. Yes!
It is said that when a child washes his hands clean, he eats with others. But my own case is different. With the help of my sister, I am now made an elder in the council.
Nan, what are you saying?
Ezebunwo will now be the king of this land.
Abomination. It's Munachim that's supposed to be the king, not Ezebunwa. According to our tradition, it's only the first son that can become a king, not the second son.
What do you know about tradition? I said, what do you know about tradition? Don't you know that because of one person, the tradition of a land can be changed? And in this case, the tradition of this land has been changed because of Ezebunwa. And there is nothing but you and me can do about it.
Yes. Are you not the brain behind it? Or do you think that I don't know? It's obvious.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You are supposed to be happy about this. Do you know the benefit what will come from the palace when Ezebunwa is made the king of this land? What is wrong with you? In fact, get inside. I said get inside. Other women will be rejoicing and be celebrating and be happy because of this kind of development. And you are here telling me that you are not in support of it. What kind of woman is this?
Your Highness.
Yes, priestess.
Do you remember what I told you at your maternal home?
I have given it a thought. But I think this problem should be solved immediately. And I have also decided that my brother and the mom, that I will pardon them because they were used as pawns to fulfill the course placed on the royal household. When all this is over, we have nothing to fear about.
You just spoke my thoughts.
The problem is, how do we get the body of someone who has been dead for many years and the body was thrown into the forest for animals to feed upon?
Your Highness, I think there can still be people alive who knows what happened. They will take us to the spot where she was buried. We will assume her corpse for proper burial.
But that is many years of decay.
That is what it takes to right the wrong.
The law of decay must have caught up with it.
Yeah.
Elders of Rumaporo Kingdom, I want to thank you all for your encouragement and support in bringing normalcy to our kingdom. Despite all the calamities and atrocities that has befallen this kingdom in recent past. As your king, I will appeal on the judgment that sent Mekini to her early grave. Never again will someone be punished of theft in our kingdom. And never again shall anyone use our tradition to vent and perpetrate evil and hatred on the innocent.
So shall it be. Your Highness, there is another matter of utmost importance to Rumaporo Kingdom that requires your expenditure so that we can wipe away these ugly incidents for good.
It is my intention to grant them a state pardon.
You're welcome to our humble abode.
Your Highness, we were elogizing on how wonderful you've been to us. You've been a blessing. What is it, my brother?
Yes, and it takes more than what you have to give into what kingship demands. But you get by, my son. You have our prayers.
Yes, always,
yes.
Always.
Take this. Entire royalty. Prepare for the hangman.
Is this a kind of a joke or what?
Jokes make me laugh, not cry. We did not speak the God's mind when we say that they granted both of you a state pardon.
No. No. This can't possibly be. The gods don't lie.
I know.
The gods don't lie.
I couldn't possibly take less.
So I am going to die after all. I am my mother.
That is the only way to appease the gods. Else, my reign will be turbulent.
I will wear this for you. If it is what it takes for your reign to be peaceful. I love you, brother. I await the hangman's news.
No! No!
I don't say
No! No! Ah. No! Ah.
Move!
Today is a sad day in Rumaboro community. The tap root has finally relieved itself the burden it bears to hold the tree up. But I take solace in the will of the gods. For the gods are wise in their own special way. Take them to the village square and hang them. Go! Go! Move! Move!
Even at that, he should have forgiven him.
That serves him right. Please, I'm not in the mood for this old talk. If he was the one, he would have done more than that.
Shouldn't have killed him.
They are here.
I need to be left alone.
Your Highness, we are in this together. It's not easy for me. We need to be strong for each other.
I said leave me alone. Leave me alone!
This is where the body was thrown. After all these years, I am vindicated today. I can die happy.
Today, I appeal to the stunned spirit to forgive as we bring your remains to where you belong. Let the spirit that haunts the royal family be restrained. Our king pronounced you wrongly guilty. On behalf of Umokoro, I present to the king that we pronounce you innocent, after which you will be restored. Come forward, your highness. Arise, you spirit of death.
Four decades ago, you were falsely accused of theft and wrongfully sentenced to death by hanging by my grandfather, His Royal Majesty Wokabara Uchebule Nantawele. But today, I, His Royal Majesty Manu Chimso Nantawele, I pronounce you innocent. Let peace reign in Romokoro Kingdom. Let brothers not fight against brothers. Let children not rise against parents. Let our daughters marry from within and out of this kingdom. Forgive the royal household and let your spirit stop moving around this forest. Today, by the power bestowed on me as the paramount ruler of Romokoro Kingdom, I declare you to rest in peace. Ibulewane jiliyele yoguwe. Ibulewane jiliyele yogu. Ibulewane jiliyele yogu no wawe. Ibulewane jiliyele yogu. Wene o abotuwe. Wene leiwe abotuwe. Wene leiwe abotuwe. Ihora abotuwe. Hapo nine mena wa mahani hora abotuwe. Ibulewene jiliyele yogu. Wene bikerema lela wawe. Ibulewene jiliyele yogu. Roma kurushile abotuwe. Roma barale abotuwe. Isobo abotuwe. Igwere abotuwe. Apirikole abotuwe. Wojile abotuwe. Evona parale abotuwe. Igwere abotuwe. Amahwale iwe abotuwe. Nrumzelele iwe abotuwe. Rumuji abotuwe. Igwere abotuwe. Rumolale, Rumodarale, Emeka, now depart to the great beyond. I said, leave me alone.
The nose refused to tighten.
And I will never say goodbye. The God spared your life. He is able more. The gods are great. The gods are wise. The gods are benevolent for sparing the life of my brother Ezebonwo. For blood is thicker than water.
Akede mera olawe.